Okay, I think we are live. Um, check, guys. Um, check, mic check. Let's give it a few seconds for the live stream to make it through. Okay, we are live. If Suraj is in the chat, maybe can one of you guys just. Oops, sorry. I'm just gonna send everyone messages that hey, we are live. All right, cool. Let's start. Well, today's topic is gonna be it's about WWDC, or as people like to call it, Dub Dub. But we will actually look at we are also alive. Okay, hi Ria. Wait, Ria, you were born in 1998? See, that's the thing about usernames. A lot of people just keep usernames, which I mean now everyone knows how old you are. So whatever. Okay. Anyways, jokes aside, I hope we are good to go with the audio and all of that stuff. Okay, Atharva is there as well. Hi, Atharva. We are trying out a few different things, kind of, and so we'll see how it works. Uh, okay, so Mr. Unknown says hello. Hello, Mr. Unknown. And these are the topics anyway that we'll be going through. So, you know, WWDC and Fabric. For now, what we are doing is today we are also taking requests from like people. So if anyone has any specific question, we'll be also looking at those specific questions. Hi, Kavya. Hi. Okay. We have six-ish people. Uh, so yeah, let's just start, you know. Now, what I wanted to start with actually this time is obviously there is dub to discuss WWDC. For people who do not know, WWDC, and let me just switch mode. WWDC is Worldwide Developer Conference, which is something that Apple organizes every year. Usually it's around June. Usually happens in the first week of June. This time it's happening on 10th June, which is the after tomorrow on Monday, right? Everyone has their own predictions as to what might happen. What I'm looking forward to is also, oh, I'm sorry, the video quality is going to be very horrible because I'm not at my usual place. So everyone just, hang on to 480 pixel, and yeah, I know you guys can see what is on my screen, whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyways, as I was saying, uh, it's basically when all the software features are announced, but for iPhone. So iOS 18 is gonna be launching. Mac OS 15 is gonna be launching. iPad OS whatever is gonna be launching. Watch OS something is gonna be launching. I think it's Watch OS 10. Watch OS 11 maybe. I don't know. All of these things will be launching, and there will be new features. Now, the thing is, already Samsung devices and mostly all of the Android devices already have certain AI features. And Apple, at the moment, this iPhone, they do not have certain features, and we do not have AI features as well. Also, Siri on iPhone, it just sucks. It's really stupid. It sucks, and I mean, Bixby sucks as well, but Siri is even worse than that. So that's one of the reasons I'm really excited for the update and what it brings. But whatever. Yeah, that was basically WWDC. If anyone has any specific things regarding WWDC, I would be more than happy to discuss that. Other than that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to sharing my screen and we'll look at Fabric actually. Now, we have already kind of discussed Fabric and the amazing stuff it does. I already wrote a blog post about it. And talking about blog posts, what I'm going to do is give me a second. Let's just go to blog.amanvasia.com. And here, this is my blog, by the way. This is how it looks. This is my blog. Uh, Once again, it's based on Obsidian. So I already use Obsidian, and the blog is technically an Obsidian feature. You obviously have to pay money for it and all of that stuff, but that's what this blog does. And what's amazing about this blog is we have something known as a graph view. So you can actually see how all of the different nodes are connecting to each other. So for example, excuse me, for example, if you take the home node, so this is where you start, right? This is the home, and the home node has references to how, what, and why. So you have how, you have what, you have why, and then you also have join us, because on the home node I mentioned that hey, there's a join us page, right? So that's why you see these different nodes. Now for example, if I go to, let's say, how, so on the how node we have these different nodes. Once again, let's just click on how, you know so on how, if you actually notice, you have how to use fabric, then you have how YouTube links are generated, and so on and so forth. So all of these are connected to each other. Now for example, if I actually go to let's try to go to, okay, this is just how. Also you can see how to use fabric and how to install WSL, they all are connected in between as well. Because in this article, the how to use fabric article, I already mentioned how to use WSL, which once again, I know it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but if you think about it, I'm using it as a mind map. I'm using it as a way to understand where each and everything is. So I personally think it's amazing, you know. Anyways, with the option, no. So Atharva, the thing is, I already have a domain. I already got a separate domain, and then I paid for Obsidian Publish, which was somewhere around 8,000 per year. And so I just paid that money. I just went for the yearly one. It was easier that way. Yeah, but if you go monthly, you pay somewhere around 800. The 8,000 one was cheaper. So that's what I went ahead with, and they give you this fancy website. Now, technically, you can just use Jekyll. Once again, you can use GitHub pages along with Markdown, along with Jekyll. Jekyll, I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that, which runs on Ruby, but it's a mess. Once again, it's a mess, and you do not get these fancy features which Obsidian just gives you, right? So this is why I prefer using Obsidian. I know. If someone is tight on money, I would probably suggest just go and make a GitHub, like go and make a GitHub account, use GitHub pages. That's going to be cheaper. You can use custom domains there as well. But for me, this made sense, and for me, the way a blog looks, and it doesn't matter, but the functionality does matter to me, and so that's probably the reason. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Anyways, the reason we are on our blog is I already wrote a very simple blog post about what is Fabric, and we have already discussed actually that hey, Fabric is this amazing thing. Who is? Give me a second. Okay. So I already discussed Fabric is this amazing thing which actually aggregates a lot of different models, like AI models, and now you can use all of them. So what am I talking about? I am pretty sure I've given a demonstration before, but I'm just gonna still do it. Do we have? Okay, we don't have it. Anyways, let's try something simple. So for example, if I write echo, hey, uh, how are you? Let's just write that. I'm just using I'm just using echo to actually just print out whatever I'm typing. So let's just do that, and let's just pipe that output into Fabric. Now I'm going to say that hey, use the pattern raw query. So I'm just going to say hey, whatever I'm giving to you, use the raw query system prompt, which once again it's going to make sense in a while, I promise. Okay. And if I do this, and we'll give it a few seconds, it will try to, yeah, so it's going to say hey, I'm functioning within optimal parameters, thank you for asking, blah 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 blah, and then it just gives you a very simple chat GPT thing. Once again, if I just ask it that hey, why don't you help me write uh, code for like Python, so write Python code to generate prime numbers between 1 and 2 and 1,000. Of course, we have to pipe it and raw query and enter. That's it. So if I do it, it's gonna do its usual thing. It's basically sending this to an LLM, and the LLM is now responding back with whatever it thinks is the correct answer. And yeah, it gives us the code. Once again, this is not running offline. This is not Olama. Do not confuse it with Olama. Olama actually runs the models offline. There are like different 10,000, I'm not even kidding, thousands of different models. And I'm using the free ones. Once again, it's fine. You can just get the API key. How to get the API key? Just watch this or just read this blog. It's gonna make sense. So yeah, hopefully that is clear for everyone. Okay. I see that the viewership today is a bit less, or it's just my YouTube glitching out, I guess. I hope the clarity isn't suffering, chat, because I'm worried because my Wi-Fi isn't that good. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, if you actually go to the blog post for Fabric, and if you actually look at the patterns over here, there's so many different patterns. Okay, and there are so many different things that you can do with them. For example, you can extract sponsors, which is always fun. So, for example, if I go to YouTube and let's just open up any video by Linus Tech Tips, because why not, right? And sure, let's take this one. Let's copy the link. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use YT to first of all get the transcript. And then I'm going to take that transcript and I'm going to send it here to Fabric, and I'm going to say that, hey, why don't you extract sponsors? So let's try this. Oh wait, did we mess up? Yeah, we can just write YT, right? YT. Uh, I think we just need to clean the URL up. Fabric, or maybe you know what? It would be easier if we just do this. Transcript.txt. No matches found. Really? Do I really have to mention that I need the transcript? No matches found. For, am I just being dumb? Probably am. Okay, all right. That should work. Yeah, let's just see. Transcript. Yeah, it did work. Okay, so we just take this transcript and we send it to Fabric. Okay, and in Fabric we can now ask a lot of different things. So first of all, if I just say extract wisdom, which is once again it has to be my favorite. God damn it! I keep on messing up the commands today. Okay, so if I do this, it's going to take the entire transcript, it's going to upload it online, and it's going to actually take out the important parts. So it's basically like asking ChatGPT. Uh, and so, yeah, that is what is happening. So, yeah, you can now, get these information. Once again, we were trying to extract sponsors, which is, once again, there's no actual utility to this. It's just something that you do for fun. And yeah, official sponsors, power color and framework, and potential sponsors. Maybe they must have mentioned Grammarly somewhere in the video. So yeah, I think it is cool. How many of you from the chat actually started using Fabric? Or does anyone even use Fabric? Or does anyone even care? Because I think it's awesome. If you don't, I think you should. So yeah. I'm gonna check the chat for a few seconds. So I'm gonna go really silent while you guys actually figure out. Fabric is just like Hugging Face and Google AI Studio. No, yes and no. The reason I say that is because it has so many different models. So if I do list models, I think it's list models S. If I do this, you can see the number of models that we have is a lot. We have a lot of models, and if you only care about free models, so let's just grab for free. It's still a lot of free models that we can just use, right? So these are all the free models that exist, and I think you can do a lot of good stuff with it. For example, 5.3 medium 128K, it has a context window of like what, 128,000 tokens. That's a huge context window, and you can do so much more. You also have Llama 3 8B. Once again, I would like to use it, but it does not work many times. So I just don't use it. Uh, but what I'm currently using, I believe, is Mistral 7B, and I think it's awesome. You can use any of the models. I think Gemma allows you to also send images. I have not tried it. I am not sure, but you can try all of these things. Once again, these models, they have nothing to do with fabric, and this has everything to do with this specific place called Open Router. So if you go to openrouter.ai, they give you these specific models, and this is what I'm doing. I'm using these models inside Fabric, because inside Fabric you can actually set up a lot of different things. You can actually set up, let's say, technically you can set up API keys for Claude and OpenAI, but you can technically trick it into thinking that you are using an OLlama instance locally, but instead you give the URL for Open Router. So it thinks I'm using OLlama, but in reality I'm using Open Router, and the API key pattern is similar to that. So it just works. It just kind of works. And so you now have access to all of these different models. Now, most of them will take money. So, for example, the Dolphin Mixtral model, it takes $1 per 1 million input tokens, which once again, if I keep on doing this, let's say for a lot of YouTube videos, it's not gonna charge me $1 until I'm done with, like, 20, 25, 30 different queries, and that is more than enough. And once again, that's just the expensive one. If I go for something cheaper, let's take something good. Let's just go for Top Weekly. So for example, Llama, it's $0.59 per million tokens, which is not bad. You also have Mythomax, $0.13 per million tokens. That's like 13, less than 13 rupees. How much is it? Let's just say $13. That's 10 rupees per million tokens. And a million tokens is a lot, right? If you don't want that, you can just use Mistral, $0.07. How much even is that? Is it even worth it? It's like 5 rupees per million tokens. So, 5 rupees in, 5 rupees out. Like you spend 10 rupees, and then this has got you covered for like a lot of tokens. We can also actually try to gauge a normal understanding. We can actually, let's just use this. Usually, a lot of people have trouble understanding how much is 1 million. Can you help me understand the concept of 1 million tokens in regards to uh, LLMs, and give me some example as to something in real life that has 1 million words. Let's just try that. And so when I do Fabric, and then I do -p is for pattern. So what type of pattern I want to use. So right now, because it's a query, it's a question. So I'm telling it that, hey, the pattern here is query. So you just use raw query. And so we're going to wait for a second. We're going to try to let it figure it out. Once again, right now what is happening is this echo, like the sentence is actually going through the API to Open Router servers. And on the server, let's just confirm. We can actually just confirm on Open Router what are we actually using. So if I just sign in, and if I just try to log in, without exposing my credentials on the internet. So let's see, let's wait. Okay. So if I actually go, let's just, come on, give us night mode. Can you get night mode? Yeah, thank you. So if I actually go to activity, you can see the last token that I was using was Llama. Oh, Llama 3 is working. Okay. At my office, I am using Mistral 7B. So usually the post that you see in Knowledge Hub on WhatsApp, I have this specific pattern that I'm using, which actually, I just give it the entire article and it automatically figures out what is the recommendation part. So what I do is I read the article, but then I do not sit and try to understand or try to, format it, because I think that's just extra work, right? So I give that to an AI. So I use Mistral for that. Llama, for some reason, is working right now. That's really good. So I'm getting like 90 tokens per second speed, which is not bad, right? So let's just go through this specific thing, what it's trying to say. So yeah, okay. In LLMs, a token refers to a single unit of text. Yeah, once again, that's fine. Equivalent would be the complete works of William Shakespeare. This would include all 38 plays, 154 sonnets, and other poems totaling around 1 million tokens. So imagine if you gave AI literally the entire works of Shakespeare, and you also got something in back, and that would just cost 10 rupees. 10 rupees for entire, that's a lot. The entire text of Wikipedia as of 2022 contains around 60 million articles. So that's 60 times 5. That's not much. So in like 300 rupees, well, 300 plus 300. So like if you're assuming you are importing the entire Wikipedia and exporting the entire Wikipedia, that's like 600 rupees, which once again, 600 rupees into USD. Can I not do that really? 600 rupees to USD, no, dollar, 600 INR. Yeah, that's like $7. So for $7, I can input the entirety of Wikipedia and also get it out. That's, come on, that's amazing. Okay. We can estimate, yeah, if you assume average article, whatever, we can estimate the roll number of tokens to be. Once again, it says 1 million, right? But it says 60 million articles. Once again, for some reason, I was, kind of making it out to be that, okay, 60 million article means 1 million article have like 1 million tokens. No, even if it's more than that, it doesn't matter. Okay? It's not that much. Maybe I'm off by a factor of 10, but once again, at that money, it doesn't matter if you're downloading the entire Wikipedia. Not downloading, but everyone gets the idea. Something to run Fabric, or it just uses device resources. Fabric uses neither. That's what I'm saying, Atharva. Fabric does not use your device resources. You are using an API which is run on Open Router, which provides free API for everyone. And I mean, obviously, there are certain limitations. Like you cannot just query it, 1,000 times a second because you are not paying money. But you can use it in a considerable amount. You can use it for free. That's it. Because Fabric, as I said, Fabric does not have an LLM. Fabric is an aggregator. Okay, Fabric only comes up with the system prompts. In fact, I'll show you the system prompt. Let's just look at the system prompt right now. So for example, if I look at Fabric, all Fabric is doing is just providing the system prompt, which is, this is the system prompt. So like, hey, you are a universal AI, your goal is to do this, your output is to do that. Let's just actually look at something more interesting. So for example, extract wisdom. Let's just look at wisdom. So for example, if I say system.md, so then you are telling the AI, or whatever model that you are supposed to actually reach out to, that, hey, you extract surprising, insightful, and interesting information. So you are just telling it that this is what you do, and then it does it. In fact, I would like to actually show you what I have done. Yeah, so this is my own prompt. This is the prompt that I made because I was really tired of actually taking the article, putting the link, and then putting the author, and then doing a reason for recommendation and all of that stuff. And I did not want my team, like sure, my team could do it, right? If I ask, let's say, Krisha or Asta or Suraj or anyone, one of my moderators, that, hey, listen, this is the article, can you just put it? And that's what I did before I had Fabric. But why should I waste my team's, times and resources? It's their precious time as well, right? I'm not gonna ask, for example, Krisha that, hey, Krisha, you take this article and now you can sit and you can now formulate and you can spend like 10 minutes of your life, trying to do this. That's a waste of time. So what I've done is I've just told the AI that, hey, from today onwards, you are the world's best curator for a given piece of input. You take an input and you format it into a specific message. What are your steps? You take the content that is sent to you. You isolate the title of the content. So that's how you get the title. You isolate the link. That's how you get the link. Isolate the author of the article and take whatever text, take the text of whatever is left and give your own reasoning to why it should be recommended. Format all of these terms, excuse me, title, link, author, and reason for recommendation as per the output format. Then I've given the example output that, hey, this is how it is supposed to look like. Once again, everyone who has seen my knowledge hub well, daily news hub, whatever the group is called. If you see, this is how my articles are structured. And output format, output in the format mentioned above, and put it in the extracted links from the input. And then I just give it a prompt like, hey, this is now you're supposed to expect an input. Like whatever comes below it is your input. Okay. Let me show this in action. It's gonna make sense. Okay. I hope it will make sense for everyone. Uh, yeah. I don't know, Suraj, what did you reply? For it depends. Uh, Wait, what did you do, Suraj? Did you send it to Knowledge Hub? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I okay. I think you didn't have access. That's my bad. I appreciate it though. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, what let me just show it to you. Okay, so usually what happens is every single morning. Okay, I'm going to tell you all of my workflow as to what I usually do. So every single morning, what happens is I go to work, and you would expect that in Knowledge Hub, or the other uh, tech daily. What are we calling it nowadays? Was it called uh what's it called? Wait, tech news. So the tech news group, every morning you would expect that around like 10 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. when I teach my office, what I do is I sit down and I usually open verge.com. There are a lot of different news sites, and there are a lot of different articles that I like to read, and I like to be updated on a lot of different things. And that is how you guys are getting different articles, right? So it's Verge, it's Perplexity. I also read Android Authority. I also go through the entirety of Mac Rumors. I also go through the entirety of Hacker News in the morning. And so I spend like 20-25 minutes going through all of these different blogs, and whatever I find interesting, I take the link. No, so I'm going to show you what I do. So let's say I'm on Verge. Okay. Is Apple about to finally launch the real Siri? Let's say I think this is a good article. Okay, once again, I think this is a good article. So what I'm going to do is I'll go to the top of the article. I'll copy the title first of all. So I copy the title. I open up my terminal. Whatever, at work I use a Windows machine, so I have like a WSL setup. I just use echo. Now, technically at work, what I have done is I don't even use the echo format. In fact, I have a script ready. Uh, let's just do that. Let me just show you what the script does. I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna ask not ChatGPT, Llama to create the script for me. So just hold on a second. I want you to create a bash script which takes the following string as an argument and then echoes out the same argument string. For example, and once again, guys, if you know bash scripting, this is like really good. So I can just say script.sh, and let's just do tag s. Hello. Um, okay, if I run riveting content, I know, guys, riveting content, me just trying to figure out bash scripting. The output should be hello. That should be fine. Okay, and now we send all of this. Oh no, because there's like double quotes, it might mess up. Let's just do single quotes over. Uh-huh. That's fine. You know what? We will figure it out as we go along. Okay. Fabric, and then okay, so I also am thinking to make a pattern where I can just use programming queries, but whatever, let's just stick to raw query for now. So what I'm trying to do is I am trying to create a script which will automatically just take the string of whatever is in front of it, and then it will automatically figure out what you are supposed to do. So yeah, once again, this is the script. Let's just go through this. Trust me, it is good stuff. Okay. uh I don't know why it tried to use this language, but whatever. I am also going to show off the Z editor that I have. So I'm just going to write knowledge hub.sh, and yeah, this is Z, whatever. Really? Set did not figure it out? Okay, we cancel. Okay. And let's just paste whatever it says. Okay. And let's just save this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to type bash and then knowledge hub.sh and let's just do -s hello and let's just see. Okay, it gives us hello. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is instead of just getting hello to us, we can actually take this argument and we can actually pipe it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write fabric over here and I'll just say that, hey, why don't you use my knowledge hub, you know, whatever the pattern I have created. So save this. Let's just take this and did I not save it properly? Oh, my bad. My bad. This actually does not go here. This actually goes over here. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. Suraj, I know you're trying to take a jab at me, whatever, but I already know bash script name. I'm just trying to showcase something. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I don't think I have the knowledge hub to know how to script whatever. Anyways, so what eventually what I'm trying to do is I'll have to actually put out this script in the thing. I know it's not optimized. Give me a second. I know we kind of are jumping at different things, but I'm gonna put it over here and let's just give me a few seconds. I'm gonna figure it out. I promise. Okay, we just take this and we just go to config, fabric, and patterns. We just paste it here, and trust me, this is gonna work, guys. This is gonna work completely. And yeah, let's just go to this. Finally, we can just copy this part. And what we can do is we can also check, whoever was the writer. So let's just copy that. That, hey, this was written by David Pierce. And what else? We can go into reader mode. Okay, let's just go to reader mode. Do we have reader mode? Nope. Does it not have reader mode? Arc had a reader mode. Did we not have it? Okay, Krisha, are you there? Did we not have a reader mode or some shit? I can, one second, I can just copy. That's not the issue, but I'm pretty sure we had a reader mode somewhere. Okay, and we also, just copy this, but we also should copy the link first of all, and then I just copy this again, paste it, hit enter, you know, trying to, uh, uh, wow, I'm making a fool of myself because this is supposed to work. There has to be a double quote somewhere in our thing. What I can do is maybe z transcript.txt. Let's just remove this part and maybe paste this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna scrap. You know what? I'm gonna scrap the whole thing. This entire demo is scuffed, and we do not want to move forward at this moment. Anyways, let's just pretend the last. Everyone, can you just wipe your memory? Huh? You know what? Uh, yeah, you know what? Everyone, can you just look at the screen for a second? Just look at it and just forget that you saw anything at all. Okay, because like the last, let's say 10 minutes of embarrassing coding did not just happen. Let's just move on from Fabric. Okay, anyone has any other questions? Huh? Yeah. Also, no, we do not use We do not use Opera. Don't use Opera, guys. If you're using Opera, don't do it. Uh, wait, am I don't think I'm gonna get a copyright strike because I don't think it's supposed to count as a copyright strike. But hey, whatever. That's fine. Also, that's okay actually. Uh, it doesn't matter. Thanks, Krisha, though, but it doesn't matter because it's just Obsidian, so it's completely fine with me. Anyways, yeah, can we have other questions? Can we have other questions? Can we like actually move on from the topic while this goes on? Bash script, so YouTube might have removed your comment. Are you guys still talking about what happened to Suraj's comment? Suraj, aren't you a moderator or something? I think I can just make Suraj a moderator in the chat and that should be fine. But I will figure it out later on. Yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, everyone else, you can use Fabric. Have fun using Fabric. I think it's amazing. There are other things that you can do with the Open Router model. You can actually use it inside Obsidian. You can actually use it, uh, somewhere else as well if you want to. You can actually use it in your own application. You can use it inside Python. You can use it in your own code, in your own bash scripting. I don't know. You can figure out a lot of different things for it. So that should be fine. That should be pretty fine. Yeah. Give me a second, guys. Suresh, did you clip that? I think Suresh clipped that. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just checking something, by the way. Uh, okay. For some reason, the code that you have in production always fails. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Mr. Unknown says, sorry for that long delay in the live. So according to my understanding, Fabric is a program which uses AI LLM models and give response like ChatGPT or probably response better than ChatGPT and can do more than what ChatGPT does. Yes, yes, more or less, yes, because now you can choose what models you want. You can use OpenAI's models, you can use Facebook models, you can use Llama 3, you can use whatever you want using OpenRouter's API. And you put that API inside Fabric, and Fabric just gives you an interface where you can just run it from the terminal. So, yeah, Mr. Unknown, that's you are correct. Good job. Can you teach me how I can use Kali Net Hunter in any device talking about the rooted version? Uh, it you would have to root your device. It's actually pretty standard. It's not that difficult. So if you just go to Kali, I'm assuming you have been to Kali org and that's why you are asking this. Uh, but it's the documentation is pretty good. I've tried to do it. I have not done it on a rooted device, but it works fine. It works fine. But what my suggestion would be, Atharva, at that point, it would be cheaper and easier to get a Raspberry Pi instead of an Android phone. And you just use the Raspberry Pi and put Kali on top of it, and you now don't have to worry about, ARM processors and, power issues and all of that. What do you mean it's not for every device? You can definitely just use the Termox, well, technically it's the Termex version, which works fine. So you're talking about NetHunter. NetHunter works fine. You do have Raspberry. Yes, it's easier to just use it on Raspberry Pi. Okay. So let me just open up the mobile thing. Like you're talking about this, right? That it only works on Pine phone, but this Net Hunter thingy, this works on almost everything. It does. It works on almost anything that you want. That should be fine. So yeah. Also, what you can do is you can actually use one of the closest devices. But I don't think you should, sacrifice one of your phones to just run uh, Kali. It doesn't make sense. Also, what type of hacking are you gonna do on Kali that you can just do on your once again, you can just do it on your laptop is what I'm trying to say. So yeah. I do have a Nokia 6.1 Plus. Maybe it's been a while. I haven't done it since a long time. Like, install Kali. Maybe I can try it. But it's once again, as I said, it's easier to do it on Raspberry Pi. Probably can use network devices, probably can connect it with a computer, can connect it with a display, SSH into it properly, do not have to deal with IP issues, do not have to deal with ARM, do not have to deal with the entire lineage OS situation that you have over there. So is a Raspberry Pi with a power bank, is it not? Yeah, Termux, you can use Termux uh, just fine without rooting anything. In fact, that is what you should do. You technically don't even see people use Kali Net Hunter on their mobile, like the actual Net Hunter thingy, if they want to start get into like Wi-Fi hacking. But why would you want to do that? Yeah, you can't do HID attacks, but then at that point, if you want to do HID attacks, why won't you just get a Raspberry Pi Pico? Because that's easier. That's cheaper. You get it on Amazon for like 300, right? And if you get the Wi-Fi version, it's good shit. Like the Wi-Fi version, you can just use it anywhere. You can actually remote into it, and now you have a Wi-Fi portable thingy. So you don't have to sacrifice your phone for it. But I understand why you would want an all-in-one device. I Yeah, I'm not trying to give alternate problems to your alternate solutions, but yeah. Look into Raspberry Pi Pico, like the Wi-Fi version. So yeah. Can you explain SSH tunneling? And Asta said, do you have to integrate? I'm assuming, Asta, you're trying to type, do you know how to integrate any AI model or some extension, anything like that, which can be directly integrated with the Excel sheets to make our. Okay. Well, if you say any AI, don't we already have like Google Sheets? Google Sheets has a Gemini already. I don't have to. This already exists. I don't have to deal with this, right? I can just do this once again. There's just like a lot of different stuff, right? In fact, I would personally, uh, use this, which is project management. In fact, we should use this for our Easterly projects. Why not? Done, guys. Moderators from tomorrow, we are using Google Sheets. But just to be serious, it already exists, Asta. Gemini is more than good enough. The issue with using AI the way that we are using Fabric is because Fabric won't be able to integrate now. Because, for example, if you use, let's say, Microsoft Excel, but I use Google Sheets, and someone else might use Open Office. Now we are not just integrating an LLM as a chat thingy into our Excel. We are trying to give it context again and again. We'll have to show the entire Excel sheet, right? Otherwise, how would it have the context for that? But it is not ideal. You cannot do it every single time there's a new change. Whereas Gemini is already integrated into Google, and it's easier for them to streamline the entire process. In If you want to make it, you can make it. I wouldn't suggest making it. It doesn't make sense. So don't make it yourself. You know. But yeah. How about using ESP32 for Wi-Fi text? You can do that. Dishant, I have not ignored your question, but SSH tunneling is um, it's something. So for example, I don't know if you're aware about Telnet. I'm just gonna go into OBS discussion. You give me a second. It's going to. Okay, so I don't know if you're aware about Telnet protocol, but what it means is you have connection between two devices, and these two devices are trying to talk to each other. Simple as that. You're trying to talk to each other. You're sending messages. You're sending commands, not just messages, and that's what is happening. You're sending messages to each one of them, and you are sending some command, and the other thing does the command. Whereas SSH is just secure. What means is the entire connection is now encrypted, and no one else on the network can actually decipher it without a password or an SSH key or what may you have. And that's what SSH tunneling is. One device to other device, sending commands, and then getting the output back in. That's basically it. So, yeah. Okay, now when you say, okay, Mr. Unknown, when you say, how about using ESP32 for Wi-Fi attacks? What do you mean by Wi-Fi attacks? Is it DAuth? That's it. Is it the beacon attacks? Is it DAuth attack? Is it a random beacon attack where you overwhelm the user instead of the actual access point? ESP82 will work as a separate Wi-Fi network. How can we use it? But what do you want to do with it? It's a Wi-Fi chip. It's the exact same chip that your phone. I wouldn't say exact same chip, but yeah, like your phone has it, your laptop has it. What else? Right? What are you trying to do with it? Is would be my question. Do you want to deauth someone's? So if you do not know, I'll tell you. You can deauth someone's Wi-Fi, so you can kick people out of a Wi-Fi network. You can overwhelm the user by creating so many fake access points. The third option is you can overflow. So if someone is using Wireshark on, let's say, a network, or let's say on specific, let's say I'm just running Wireshark on and using monitor mode, I can flood the entire channel with so many beacons that they are gonna just be overwhelmed. They won't understand what is actually happening. So those are the three types of attacks we usually deal with when it comes to ESP 8266. You know, what do you want to do depends on you. So, you know, uh, as for what you said about 5 gigahertz, yeah, I agree. Does it not? Why would it not have it? Let's check. I'm not sure. ESP 8266 gigahertz. It does not support it, but why? Uh, okay. Is there an alternative? Okay, you can use these things. Once again, they are just Wi-Fi modules, so there's nothing wrong with just using real tech. Yeah, I mean, you can just use this, I guess. It's an alternative to ESP8266. But the thing is, now you wouldn't have the same amount of support that you're probably looking for. And I don't think it is that expensive. We can actually just check on Amazon. Uh, Development board. Yeah, I think it's double the price. So if you get ESP8266, no, but is it the same board that you're looking for? No, it's not. It says that, but it is not. It's still ESP8266, the 2.4 gigahertz version. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it would be pretty difficult to find you. You probably have to make your own development board at this point. But hey, whatever. We kind of sidetracked. I have to project where we are controlling lights and switching remotely from anywhere with the help of. Yeah, that once again, what you are using there is just you. are taking advantage of the module which comes with ESP8266, but what you are actually taking advantage of is the development board that it comes along with, because the ESP8266 development board, so this is ESP8266. If you look at the data sheet, you will understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is a develop like this is the different modules, right? But we are more concerned about the uh, actual development mode, which is usually what we call node MCU dev board, right? So this is the actual development board that we are used to seeing. And if we just open this image up, excuse me, yeah, and if you focus on it, what you are basically doing is you are just using this Wi-Fi chip, because the this part, this is the part that is more important. Okay, this is the part which is the actual Wi-Fi module. Everything else is just extra processor units and everything else, which is now helping you helping you manage the Wi-Fi module. Now what you are doing is this Wi-Fi module is allowing you to connect to a specific Wi-Fi. Let's say you created a Wi-Fi, so you know what, let's bring out our best friend acceleratron, and it's still, oh, this still exists. Let's just delete that. And can we just drag and drop this? Please tell me you can drag and drop this. No? Okay, we will still figure out a way. Okay, perfect, we can drag and drop stuff. This is why we love acceleratron. Okay, so what is happening here is this is our Wi-Fi module. And okay, wait, I'm gonna read that later. So what's gonna happen is you have this thing, right? And this is connecting to some Wi-Fi network over here. So I'm gonna try my best to write this Wi-Fi, whatever. Okay, so this thing, it's trying to connect to the Wi-Fi over here, and now over the internet. And once this, let's just get rid of, no, 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 nope. Okay, yeah. Now over the internet, what is happening is you are just going through, let's say, the internet, blah 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 blah. Somewhere over here, there's a bulb. Okay, so let's say there's a smart bulb. Once again, it could be anything, right? Doesn't matter. Maybe the smart bulb is over here. Maybe you are not actually trying to create a smart bulb. So let's just actually write mobile over here, and let's just actually create a bulb over here, which is actually connected, uh, you know, to this thing. Okay, so what you are doing is using your mobile phone, you are actually trying to connect through the internet to some server where where your Wi-Fi is connected, and then you are connecting directly to this development board. And on the development board, you are just telling the Wi-Fi chip that, hey, why don't you just turn one of these pins that you have, let's say, so you have ground and you have these different pins. Why don't you just use these pins to just turn this bulb on? Which is basically what is happening here. uh, it's not that fancy, but it's also kind of pretty impressive that you could just do this over the internet. Oh, this is a very generalized view. I would recommend that this is a very generalized overview. In reality, you would have to do a lot of different coding, but it works. And if it works, it works, right? Now I'm going to check the chat. Okay, Wi-Fi adapters which has both can be used with Raspberry Pi. Yeah, that's correct. Two versions of it, 32 version chip is just fine. Okay, getting into main IC. Okay, let's just desold the chip option and change the chip. I've seen many senior changing the chip. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Atharva, what you're talking about, you can just do that. But see, you are used to it, and my worldview of people, my worldview of my audience, as I said before, my worldview of my target audience usually always just happens to be my students, right? And in my head, my students are not used to desoldering something. In fact, they are not even used to soldering something. So yeah, in theory, sure, you can just technically you can just unsolder everything and just just start with the resistors. You can just start with transmitters or whatever, transistors, sorry. But yeah, I mean, sure, technically you can do anything. Why not? Huh? Yeah. Okay, any other questions? Also, while we are here, I would suggest everyone that if you check the description, there are links to our Discord and, well, obviously your Instagram and all of that stuff. But there's link to our Discord, and what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to actually join our Discord channel because we actually have a interview coming up. So okay, not my interview. I'm not applying anywhere. Chip charging. Hold on, I'm gonna read this in a while. So I have some people from the industry that I'm planning to interview, and we just want to actually see what is actually happening in the industry because first thing, how people actually, if you look at a certain industry, you might be like, hey, what is actually happening? Oh, this is how it is. No, I would suggest take it from an employee who has actually been in the industry, who actually knows what they are talking about. So, just to name a few people, and once again, just I'm not gonna name names, but I have a few people who are gonna show up for an interview. So, the next one is actually going to be one of my friends, one of my dear friends who works as a support engineer, and will be asking him to show up uh, as an interviewee, and we'll be asking him all sorts of questions, and we'll be doing it on Discord. So you can, if this is going to be live, we are not going to be recording it. I don't think so. And this is going to be live. If anyone wants to ask him questions, you can just ask him questions like, how is his day to day? If he's working in the night shift, what are night shifts like? What is an actual night shift? What do you do in a night shift when your actual clients are in US and you are not giving customer service to customers? You are actually helping developers who are actually trying to code. So you are one level above them, right? So that's what my friend does. We're gonna be asking him to be here. My other friend, she is in Deloitte. She is a CA, and usually that's the person that you see arguing in our WhatsApp community. Not arguing, I'm kidding. But she is good at what she does. Okay, she's a CA, and you might be wondering why specifically CA. What does that got to do with tech? You would be surprised. There's a lot of tech that is involved, and sometimes taking an outside perspective is just interesting. And so we are also going to have her. There's another person as well. She's a project manager in one of the big companies or in Chennai, and we'll also be asking her to show up as on it wouldn't be a live stream, but like on a talk show, and we'll be interviewing her. And we are also calling a cybersecurity expert, someone that you guys already know. Will be calling in Pawan. For people who do not know who Pawan is, Pawan is a very good friend. He also has a community on WhatsApp where he does cyber stuff. So his community is more focused on cyber, whereas our community is more focused on tech. Well, technically, our community isn't focused on anything, but we try to stay focused on tech. The point is, we'll be also calling in Pavan. He'll also be answering your questions about what actually happens in cybersecurity life, what happens in VAPT, and he has agreed to do kind of an exclusive thing with us. Hold on, let's do YouTube chatting mode. So Pavan has agreed to do that. So you can technically prepare questions and you can ask all sorts of questions to Pavan. You can ask what actually happens in VAPT, VAPT, how do you actually deal with clients. You can ask insightful questions. The only thing is prepare your questions in advance so it's easier for everyone. And this is going to happen just on Discord. We'll obviously announce it. We'll obviously release links multiple times. We'll obviously announce posters. But this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to be happening. Uh, yeah, that's basically it, more or less. Hopefully, this is making sense to all of you guys, I guess. So, cool. We good to go. Now I'm going to read chat for a while. Okay, you've done a project. Chip changing is good, but if IC is heated by unknown person, it will be fried. Yeah. Not just IC, by unknown person. My Raspberry Pi Zero got fried because of an electrical surge. You can't deal with that. If you're staying in Gujarat, if you're staying, we wouldn't get political, but if you're staying in Gujarat, you're staying in India, and if there are frequent power cuts, it's just not a good place, safe place for a Raspberry Pi to stay because they're just gonna fry. So, yeah. Can I do your attack with just a smartphone? Depends if you have root access, and I'm pretty sure your smartphone Modem, are they capable of monitor mode? I do not know. I should check before I comment. Monitor mode on Android phones. If you have monitor mode, then yes, you can. I think you can. I think you can. You need root. Uh, it depends on driver support. Okay. You just send Linux and then you just check. Yeah, I don't know. Your mileage may vary. Also, I wasn't screen. Yeah, you can just go on Stack Overflow and you can actually just check. Your mileage may vary, depends on how your device actually supports it. Most of the modern phones should have it, but you will have to root, you'll have to put a custom Linux thingy and then check if it has monitor mode. And if it has monitor mode, then you can just use any of the scripts like air replay attacks. And that's it, deauth using your phone. But don't spoil your 10,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees phone for that. Use a Raspberry Pi. Much cheaper, much easier to SSH in. And you also have an extra computer. Maybe you can just run a Minecraft server on that, eventually. So, but yeah. Oh, no, no, Mr. Unknown. As I said, if you have root, it does support. Or okay. You edited for something, but yeah, it's always better to use Raspberry Pi. Unless you have a Pine phone or something, which, I mean, at the end of the day, is at the end of the day, any phone, is it not just a development board with like SIM card module? Like think about it. At the end of the day, all of the electronics that we are using, phone, laptop, whatever, it's just a development board with just extra modules. So like you have a SIM module, you have a display module, you have a keypad module, you have capacitive touch screens. At the end of the day, even this iPhone, is it not just a development board, right? Is not everything a development board? My laptop, your TV, whatever, motherboard, right? Development board. Kind of makes you think about how technology works. It's all development boards down. And that's what the Raspberry Pi is. So, yeah, cool. Any other questions? Otherwise, we will bread. Okay, not everything is a breadboard, but you can use breadboard to create anything. Anything. Then according to run a Minecraft server on my Pi 5 and tested capabilities like by increasing shock or blasting time. Just think about NVIDIA processor. Okay. I'm gonna actually hold on. We have to talk about breadboards. The thing is, if you have a breadboard and if you have logic gates, just two things. Okay, and obviously power source and you know wires, unlimited wires. With just those things, and obviously an LED to show output. Even if you don't have LED, that's fine. You just have to show output somehow, which you can just do it, I guess, using electric currents. That is Turing complete. So technically, you can do anything on a breadboard. Minecraft Redstone, which once again we keep on coming back to it, is Turing complete. So technically, if you can create anything, you can create Minecraft inside Minecraft in theory. Okay, you can create life. Once again, I don't know if you guys know about Conway's Game of Life, and if you don't, oh boy, I have some news for you. Conway's Game of Life is just bonkers stuff. So let me just hold on. I misspelled Conway. Conway's Game of Life, whatever. Not just any circuit, anything in the world. Okay, there's the Game of Life. I'm gonna just click on start. This is the Game of Life, right? What are the rules? I'm just gonna show the rules. Let's just clear everything. So if there's one cell, this is something that I have explained in class. So, but the rest of the people might not know this, so that's okay. So if there's a single cell, this is an alive cell. If you go to the next generation, it dies. But if you have a single cell along with a neighbor, Okay, they are just two people, they just have each other, it's very sweet. Both of them die. But if you have three people, okay, then what's going to happen is, if you have three people, then if there's a dead cell surrounded by three living cells, then the dead cell becomes alive. It's just a rule, simple as that. That's it. And if there are four cells, they are in a stable configuration. Okay, now if I add a fifth one over here, it's going to mess things up, because this cell, now this is going to become alive because it has like three neighboring cells. Okay, but this cell, now it has one, two, three, four, and this fifth one, which will just become alive, it's going to die of overcrowding. So if I just do next, you can see, yeah, this one also increased because this had like three of them. So this one died, and now this is the new shape. If I click on next, the other two died because they had no one. If I click next, this is what's going to happen, and everyone dies. Also, there are like specific patterns. So if I just do this like a plus sign, and if I just click on next, the plus sign just will keep on doing this. So if I just click on start, this will just happen. I think this is a very fun pattern. And you can look at the generations over here. You can increase the grid size if you want, and I think, yeah, this is a speed. So yeah, this is Conway's game of life. The thing is, Conway's game of life itself is Turing complete. And so if this is Turing complete, you can now have, well, a lot of different things, right? So I'm going to open up YouTube for a while. Let's just, I don't know why Narendra Modi keeps on showing up on my feed, but hey, whatever. Uh, game of life inside game of life. This is an absolutely brilliant thing. I don't know if the audio is going to be working. I think we are doing screen capture, so if I just shut my mouth, you will be able to hear it. But okay, so if you actually look at this, those tiny pixels were the cells that we are looking at, and we are now just zooming out of it. Hey, you know what? I think we can also do live reactions, because this actually works as a live reaction channel. But whatever, doesn't matter. Uh, if you look at it, this is the game of life inside the game of life, which I think is amazing. That's just a fun thing. Hopefully, everyone could hear what I said. Isn't that isn't that cool? Like that stuff. So look at it. That's just amazing. It's a very humbling thing, because you have the whole thing. Someone created life and life and life. Once again, we're not just gonna look at it, but I hope you guys understand how cool this is, right? Turing complete, and the resulting game is also Turing complete, and so you can keep on technically going all the way down, like turtles all the way down situation, and that's amazing. I think that's amazing. Okay, yeah, it is kind of like a fractal. But I mean, yes, fractal technically defines self-repeating patterns, and it is a self-repeating pattern, but in the sense of simulations, right? It's simulations all the way down. That's what the simulation theory is. It is Turing complete. The simulation of our universe could be inside the Conway's game of life, because it can emulate this given enough processing power. That's the scary part. But hey, whatever. Um, I thought you should definitely run a Minecraft server on your Pi 5. Uh, Welcome back to Sem 1, guys. The same professor used this game to explain sandboxing or something like that. Yeah. Hey, that's what Sem 1 was, right? Semester 1, good old days, before people started using politics. We don't talk about that. Okay, what do I think about NVIDIA processors? Overpriced is what I think about NVIDIA. They are good, but overpriced. really overpriced. Uh, if you're getting a see, I doesn't make sense to get a gaming laptop, because gaming laptops are just portable gaming desktops, right? Unless you're getting a gaming laptop beyond 1 lakh, that's good. But if you're spending like 2 lakh rupees just to get a gaming laptop, then it's not worth it at that point, right? Because in 2 lakh rupees, you can have a pretty killer gaming tower along with keyboard accessories. Like you can have a very good Cherry MX brown switches, like 60% keyboard, and like a very good gaming mouse, and like amazing high refresh rate, like 244, whatever is the current standard refresh rate, monitor with like code and what. You can have so many good things in 2 lakh rupees. So it does not make sense to spend all of that money on a laptop. In fact, what I would say is you take that 50,000 out of it, you spend 1 lakh 50 on a gaming tower, and then use the 50,000 to get a stupid simple laptop. Get a Chromebook, right? If you need a laptop, and just use the gaming rig, because the gaming rig is not just for gaming. You can use it for streaming, you can use it for training AI models, you can use so much, right? And the NVIDIA GPUs that come inside a desktop are much more powerful. The NVIDIA GPUs that the mobile version, the laptop version that you have of NVIDIA GPUs, that just sucks. That's just horrible. That's just so stupid. It's just cut down on power. The RAM is really less. It cannot use enough TDPs. You don't have that much wattage. It's just horrible. So create a gaming tower is what I would suggest. I know that wasn't your question, but you asked for my thoughts. These are my thoughts. Uh, Wait, what is happening? Any new idea about blockchain? What idea? And decentralized. By Himanshu ke baat ho rahi hai. What did Himanshu do? Did he get like a system? From blockchain. Did anyone know about Polygon? अभी तो नहीं vacation है. Huh? I have no idea what the chat talks about like most of the time. But yeah, Polygon. What about Polygon, Adharva? Polygon is the one which had Solana. I think Solana is based on Polygon. Is it not? I think it is. Also, is Arc using too much memory? Is it? No, it's not. Hey, we love Arc for this. There are so many tabs open. It's still fine. It's running fine. We might as well close YouTube though. Solana is based on what? Here's a oh yeah. Just tell me if it's on Polygon or not. God damn it. Solana, uh, Polygon. No, is Solana a different thing? Did I mess up? Polygon block. I'm not a robot. Yeah, sure. I'm using Brave Search, by the way. Polygon, it's its own thing. Huh. Why did I think it has to do? I don't know. Okay, so he has a nice system in a basic laptop. So that's good. I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, Himanshu is a pretty smart guy, you know, smart. So yeah. Hi Takshil. Hi. You're late, but hey, hi. Wanna make project on decentralized wallets? I guess Solana is different from. Yeah, I think so as well. I don't know why I thought they were the same thing. Only captcha proves that we are human. Bro, go for solidity. What? Uh, Solana is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You wanna make a project? Okay, Bharat. So what is your project about? You know that? Like you can just join Easterly community and just go to programming section, and you can just drop your project idea, and maybe we guys can help. Ah, classic. I understand. Clients are the worst. So yeah, fair enough. Bharat, why don't you, if you need help, once again, if it's about your dissertation or whatever, you can, if you wanna keep it private, you can just text on WhatsApp. That should be fine. Also, today we gave Amazon vouchers to two of our three winners. The third winner has not reached out yet. I don't know who that is. Does anyone know? D app to devolve, nice idea. Thank you. Suraj, don't steal ideas. Don't. But uh, the third person has not reached out yet, and I do not know if they are gonna reach out. If they do, that's okay. And yeah, if no one shows up, we'll just do you think we should just reshuffle, like should I get a new winner, or maybe should I take that voucher and put it as a bonus for the next giveaway? Because the next giveaway is going to happen in the next time. We're not going to keep, like, Amazon vouchers. We're going to actually keep like a physical thing, which I would be more than happy to ship. So that's going to happen, but it's, do not expect me to na ave to mane aap chodo. Hey, shut up. Okay, so I'll try to spoil it. Let me just spoil. Let me just think out loud as to what I am thinking. Um, so this time we had three winners. Okay, this time we had three winners, and frankly, it's just Amazon vouchers. I honestly and I'll be very honest with you guys. The only reason I did it was because I want publicity. Why not, right? If my Easterly community is getting more members, if my YouTube channel is getting more subscribers, and all I have to do is just do a giveaway for it, I am more than happy. And it was just an experiment, and it was a worth experiment for me. And I don't care about that. I don't care about money for Amazon vouchers at this point. I do not. Okay. I'm just being candid with you, all of you. And I think that's how it should work. But the thing is, we're gonna get. I'm so sorry for moving the laptop so much. I do not have my laptop stand here, but uh, yeah, put it as a bonus. Okay. So, as I was saying, I'm gonna get a sponsor, and I'm not gonna use the sponsorship money. I don't want to. I don't care. Uh, and even if we ever go for, like, something like what's the thing that creators use for money? Uh, Not buy me a coffee. What is it where you can set up a custom Patreon? Yeah, if you ever go for a Patreon as well, I personally am not going to use that money, and I do not wish to. So what I'm going to do for the next giveaway, or next to next giveaway, is I'm going to send a physical chip. Okay. Now it could be a Raspberry Pi, it could be a Raspberry Pi Zero, it could be a Raspberry Pi Pico, whatever it would be custom configured from my end. Okay. So once again, just floating the idea, it is not confirmed, but I'm just letting you guys know that the next time in a giveaway, it could be a Raspberry Pi, which is like fully configured to do a specific set of things. Okay, maybe you can, maybe it's a small Atmega 32 or whatever it's called, which now you can use as a rubber ducky, or maybe I can parcel that rubber ducky to you. I have no issues. Okay, as long as people are actually learning, people are actually engaging, and I am getting followers, and I am getting more subscribers, and I'm getting more people in our community, I am more than happy to do that. Okay. And now every single time, this time it was a lucky draw, because that is how the whole thing was constructed, that is how it was structured. But that's not what we're going to do next time. Next time it's going to be an actual competition. Okay, maybe it might be a CTF, maybe it's something else. But whoever is the winner, we will figure out something. Okay. Maybe I keep a paid competition. Maybe what I'll do is I put an entry fee of like what, 100. And if there are like 20 people, and that's like what, 2000, and I can just use 2000 to get someone a really good Raspberry Pi Zero setup. And then I can pre-configure it for them, and I can just give it as a gift or whatever, or like as a winner prize. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that's a good idea? Do you guys think is this something that you would be up for? Do you think a custom chip is even a good idea? Let me know, because uh, we are brainstorming at the moment. It's not my community. I consider it ours. I consider that everyone here who's showing up on live stream on a freaking Saturday, and you're sitting here, you're talking with me. Either way, once again, it feels like a one-way monologue, but no, it's not. You chat, we do a back and forth. So it's not just my community. Yeah, sure, I may be the founder, but it belongs to us all. And so if you guys think this is a good idea, sure. If you guys think that no, Raspberry Pi is something that everyone should do it for themselves, sure. But I personally think sometimes people just need a little push to, get into something. And maybe this tiny gift, this tiny trophy or prize might act as a push for them to get into hardware hacking. And if more people are getting into hardware hacking, more people are getting more excited about development boards, why the frick not? Right? And we are not going to keep it. I personally do not want to keep it just limited to Raspberry Pi. Maybe we get an Arduino Uno. Maybe we get a breadboard. Maybe we give someone a basic electrical kit and ask them that, hey, this is how you learn hardware hacking. Go and fucking make a binary clock thingy. That's amazing. If someone can do that, that's amazing. Okay, now I'm gonna read. At Mega 32 able to multiple accounts से participate करना पड़ेगा. हाँ 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 हाँ. Okay. As I was saying, it's not gonna be like Gleam IO. Okay. Even if you use multiple accounts, it's not gonna do anything because it will be an actual competition and it will warrant the use of your head. Maybe it's a lead code competition. Maybe it's about writing programs. Maybe it's about creating something. Maybe it's about solving CTFs. Maybe it's about solving riddles. It could be n number of things. And this was not the last giveaway. Trust me, over the next few months, we're going to do more than 10-15 giveaways, and I am up for it. As long as you guys you guys are providing support, as long as you guys are interacting, as long as you guys keep on adding your friends to the community, I'm more than happy to spend money on this. So, like, yeah, Goblet of Fire. Uh, what was the joke? What was the meme from the Harry Potter books that Dumbledore asked Harry calmly, did you put your name? Yeah, I think it's from the movie, right? Dumbledore shouts, wait, we can actually check. That's the beauty about it. We can always just check. Uh, did you put your name in the goblet of fire meme? I think it's that meme. Dumbledore asked calmly. Yeah, this is the meme, right? Is there a? Can we just check it on YouTube? Nope. We did not want to open up our Instagram. I don't know why that happened. That's okay. Yeah, this one. This specific part. Yeah. Whatever. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to convey. So yeah, it's gonna be like a bit of fire. Yeah, it's between book and yeah. Hey, I know my books. Come on, guys. Come on. Okay. Hacking CTF. Yeah, it will be a hack. A CTF by default would be kind of hacking related, but it could also just be normal riddles. I don't know if you guys have ever participated in my previous treasure hunt, which I did for Easterly for like 2-3 years. I do not know if it's, I think we did a live stream. I am not sure if it's on the, I don't know. Let me just check. Uh, it was a long while ago. Yeah, no, not that one. I think this was the video which was the starting point, or I think maybe I put it. I don't know. I don't remember. There was a starting point. I know for sure. There was a starting point. Maybe it started from my Instagram. Uh, but what you could do is you would start from this point and then you would solve a bunch of riddles, and then at the end of it, I think we did keep a prize there as well. I think the prize was just raw. The prize was cash. Oh wait, you guys can't see my screen. Sorry, I'm dumb. Yeah. So basically it was this video, I think, and you just this video had SSTV encoded inside it. and then it would take you to a different web page, and from there, if you solved all the riddles, we had a prize, and I think I kept it a cash prize. I cannot remember, but we have done this. We have done multiple treasure hunts before. Uh, yeah. That's what I do. That's the type of thing I do. So yeah, Sunny knows this. So for the semester 4 master's exam, I gave these people a CTF, and one of the hidden hints inside the CTF was raise your both hands and shout in the middle of the practical exam that you are an idiot. Like you shout that I'm an idiot. You guys, not me as a person, and I give 10 points for that, and I have given points for that because I think that's just genuinely fun. Why not, right? So yeah, Atharva, you didn't know that. Yeah, we have done that actually in an actual fleeking exam of university. Yes, why not? Anyways, that will be it for our live stream. If anyone has any questions, comments, whatever, feel free to reach out as usual. Join our Discord, join our community. For Minecraft, I think Suraj, we can accommodate more people, right? So if someone wants to still sign up for Minecraft, we can accommodate a few more people. In fact, we overestimated our Minecraft response. So that's okay. If someone wants to just play, reach out to us, fill out the Google form, or maybe just reach out to Suraj, or reach out to me, or reach out to Jay, or reach out to Krisha, reach out to Asta, one of our 4 5 member, moderators. You can also reach out to Sunny as well. Uh, but reach out to these people, and these people will actually help you connect with whoever is responsible for this specific thing. For Discord, it's usually going to be Jay and Suraj because these are the people who are managing the entirety of Discord, right? For WhatsApp community, it's usually gonna be me. I'm more active on WhatsApp community, so you can just reach out to me there. But if you have any issues with, like, what group is supposed to be what, you can just reach out to Krisha or Asta, and that should be fine as well, right? So yeah, that's it. Yeah. Actually, if you just want to play with someone as well on Minecraft, but like not on the server, once again, we have a lot of nice people. They'll be more than happy to actually teach you the game or provide you resources or whatever. So yeah, yeah. Fair. That's basically it. Thank you for watching. Uh, I don't have any other lines left. Thank you for watching. Good night. I'll see you on community. I'll see you on whatever. All the links in the doobie doo down there. And that's it. Take care. Good night. Bye bye.